Hello everyone, it's Jennifer Long from Sew a Story. I am so excited you're here today because we are starting a sew along for one of my favorite things, felt panels. This felt panel is different than some of the others before, so you're going to want to come on inside. It takes a village, and I'm going to show you all the things. Come on in and let's take a look. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jennifer Long from Sew a Story. I am an early childhood educator turned Riley Blake Designs fabric designer. It is my passion and I feel my calling to share early years education through fabric. There are so many opportunities when we are working with fabric to help children reach the 5 pillars of education through like texture and sight and sound, smell, all of the senses they can kind of pull in through fabric. Now, if you're here, it's probably because you feel the same way about fabric that I do, that you love it. And I know for myself, I just love the texture of it. I love working with it. I love seeing what I can create with it. It's like exciting to me when I can create 3D. And then if I can use what I've created, it feels just unbelievable. So my story is that not only do I want to help share what you can create, but I really want what you create to make an impact. And I'm here to help you do that. So today we're going to be doing a free sew along. This is the It Takes a Village felt panel sew along. This is a felt panel sew along that's really important to me. It's talking about or teaching about lifting up all of those around us. So it takes everyone within our community to make a whole person. It takes police officers and firefighters and teachers and homeschooled parents and grandparents and friends down the street and children and personal care home attendants and grocery store clerks and every garbage collectors and everyone to make up a community. So without one of those community members, there is a hole. And I really want that to come across with this collection. And I think there's so many opportunities to do that. Behind me is the cotton panel that comes with this collection. And this is a free pattern that I've done a video for on Sew a Story. There's a blog. You're welcome to come and see it. This is a panel and we talk all through about how to make this fun quilt, which is a perfect complement to this felt panel. So you can take these and play on there or take these on the go. I love felt panels so much, as you I'm sure know, because number one, it's so fun to sew. Felt is like a wonderful material to work with. It's a very, very forgiving. It's non-fraying, so you can just cut. You don't even have to sew. It could be a no-sew project. It's kind of crossing the border between the craft world and the fabric world, which I love. It bridges the gap and makes it really accessible for children that want to learn to sew. And it also it also really does give a lot of quality and durability to a product that is going to be used a lot. So felt panels are near and dear to my heart for decades, and I am thrilled to be able to share this one with you. This one is called It Takes a Village. There are 3 main panels inside of this one panel. It's kind of like you get 3 in 1. And I'll just show you a little bit here. So I'll just back up a bit. This is I'll just show you one section at a time. This is to be a police officer. Now I do want to say that I do have matching quilts for each one of these where you can lay underneath the quilt and become that quilt. But here you go is be a police officer, and you can see all of the elements that are involved. We'll take a closer look at it in a few minutes. This one is be a firefighter, and that one's in the middle. Let's see if I just have to pull it like this maybe. And I also have the instructions in the middle, and we're going to go through those in a second. and then be a medical professional. So there's ambulance there, there's even balloons, and just all of these fantastic characters that you're going to be able to teach and learn and grow with, as well as like lots of different elements to show and grow. And then we're going to talk through a couple other products that you can use to involve children in creating them, and then also what will help them keep their interest and really help connect all of those like neurons, those brain body connections when they have texture and just different elements that they can kind of explore, as well as vocabulary and imagination. So it's so exciting. I'm going to drop the camera down. We're going to walk through a few things, and I cannot wait to start this sew along with you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so let's get started here with all of this fun. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you join up for the It Takes a Village felt panel sew along. So there's a download on the website. That's for the sew along. That's when you sign up for the sew along, you will get this mail or emailed to you. And then there's also the free instructions for the coordinating felt dolls and play bags. So let's just kind of go through some of the pieces and what you'll need. It Takes a Village felt panel sew along. It's just a kind of a handy thing to have in your sewing room or on your fridge, and you'll just follow along on the dates here and the 4 weeks of what's happening. It's giving you hashtags to use here as well. It's 4 weeks. And then here it's very important. It is the supply list, which is, this is what I wanted to go through with you here right now. So you're going to need one It Takes a Village felt panel. This panel comes already pre-packaged. It has everything you need. I showed it to you once there, but let's just kind of like take a look at it here. It's a oversized, extra large. It has all of these wonderful elements in it. This is almost like a 3-in-1, because you can see there's like a dotted line here. There's a police officer, be a firefighter, and then there's like be a medical professional on this side. The instructions are all over here as well. But let's just kind of go through some of this. So you'll need one felt panel. You'll need 3 fat quarters if you're going to line the bags. So these are the bags. Let me just pull them over here. Look how cute they are. I do have them just stuffed so that you can see them. I have them stuffed with just like stabilizer. But this one is not lined. I wanted to show you one that's not lined. This one is lined here. So let's just take a look at that. You do not have to line your bags. And when we get into week 3, I will show you this. But okay, here you go. See how this one's like fully lined? I'm going to show you how to do it both ways. And you can use these cute little box pouches for anything that you want, or you can use them to play with on your play mat. So I'm just going to stuff that back in there again, and we'll move that over. So there's 3 of them, one for each of the items and the characters on there. You'll need a zipper. I have a coordinating zipper, so you'll just need at least 8-inch or a 9-inch long nylon coil zipper, and you'll need 3 of those. You'll need 2 packages of Heat and Bond Extra Firm Non-Woven Fusible Stabilizer. So this is also an option, but I love using it. I tell this to everybody all of the time. It gives my felt dolls like that extra bit of like stability so that they're not super floppy. And I just really love using it. So it is fusible, and you don't have to fuse it if you don't want to, but this is one of my favorite products. You do need, so you do need some floss if you want to do embellishing. So this is my curated bundle for Aura Fill, and I will show you how on week 4, how you can do some of that embellishing with the threads there. Oh my goodness, look how fun it is on both sides. It just really gives like texture and fun. And then I also have a curated list of sparkle paste. So this is a brand new product that I've designed with ThermoWeb Heat and Bond, and it is a fabric specific sparkle that is, when it's dry, you heat set it with your iron and a piece of fabric over top or paper or pressing paper, and it stays forever. So it's just an amazing thing. It's a wonderful way to get kids involved. And I do have this fun color color palette that matches. So you can see you can add sparkle to the stop sign. Look at this, added sparkle to all the lights, of course, wherever you want. We'll go through those. If you want to do any kind of sewing on embellishments like sequins or buttons, just make sure that they're age appropriate. Hand sewing needle, a zipper foot, and you will need like a backing fabric if you opt to back your felt dolls. I'm just going to show you the 3 sets. Oh my goodness. So this is just some of the characters that I put on here. We'll kind of go through them in a minute. And then those bags. They also all have buildings or houses that are great to go with that play mat. You know, there's a little cat inside of a tree. So there's lots of other elements, kind of like a roadway rainbow. And on these, I will talk you through on this, how to make them as a pocket if you wanted to store each of these inside their respective houses. So we'll go through each of those in a second as well. The next thing that I wanted to go through with you is, well, the schedule is today. We're getting set up. Then the next week is, we're doing just the felt dolls and all of the pieces. Make and embellish the felt dolls. Then we're going to do the zipper bags, so zipper pouches on week 3. And then the final one is just talking about embellishments and kind of finished product and sort of next steps. So that is your sew along guide. Then this is the same instructions that you can find right here on your felt panel, but these talk about the lining a little bit if you want to do lining on the bag, but they also are fully illustrated. So like I always say, I love to geek out on patterns. Patterns are like, I love language, if you will. So I've structured this just like a pattern, and it shows you kind of all the tips and tricks that I'm going to be sharing inside of these video tutorials, which I'd love for you to join, but I just add illustrations to them. So you can kind of just sort of go through it and see. If you don't want to download this each week on the blog, we will also have these steps for you. You know, it shows you just like a bigger detail about the zipper and what to do there. And then it just tells you about other upcoming things like the playmat cotton panel that you'll definitely want. It kind of goes hand in hand, so you'll definitely want to grab that as well. If you are a shop, you can get you can wholesale this through lots of different distributors, including Checkers and ThermoWeb. You can actually, if you're a customer, you can buy it directly on ThermoWeb. There's also lots of shops, if you just Google sparkle paste, that are starting to carry it. So thank you so much. And this Aurifil is It Takes a Village Aurifil Floss, and it's by Jennifer Long with Aurifil for Sew a Story. So those are all the things that you will need. Now let's kind of walk through this just for fun. Let's sort of take this time today to do that. So this is the police officers, and like I said, this is the police station. I've done a little bit of sparkle paste on here, and I've just used a plain craft white felt to both back it and to have an extra pocket in here. These are some of the characters that come. They are some of the police officers. This is great for like languages. Hello, how are you? Oh, I'm good. Let's go on a helicopter ride. All right. And then there they go on the helicopter ride. So you can just see how it can develop into like creative imagination. There's all of these cute little animals because children do react so well with not only human characters, but with animal characters and vehicles. So we wanted to make sure we had enough on here for, you know, you to have dramatic play. You can teach about road safety, duck crossings. I have ducks somewhere in here too. I think oh yeah, here they are. Here's the little duck crossings. So there's just lots of ways to teach and educate children through these felt panels. And, you know, this is actually a two-sided. I made this two-sided, and we'll talk about that in next week's video. Let's keep going. I'll keep this together. Okay, the fire hall. Oh, it's just adorable. If you wanted to personalize anything, and maybe you're going to say like Thomas's fire hall, and you could write Thomas's name on here, or you could hand stitch with one of these matching coordinating colors into the roof. It's really, really fun. And then again, you have all of these fantastic characters. We have like the police chief and then firefighters. Of course, we have water, and I needed to add sparkle paste to the water, right? Going this way, I added a lovely chain stitch around the fire dog's helmet because I thought it was just really fun and texture. The fire has a little bit of sparkle on it. There's the axe. And then again, I made this two-sided. So there's lots of options for, again, teaching dramatic play or rescue work. Okay, so I have a fire happening in this building. What do we do? Let's go pull the alarm. So we pull the alarm and out comes the firefighters. We're gonna wait outside underneath the tree. Let's wait underneath the tree in our waiting spot. Okay, oh no, there's a dog inside. What should we do? We'll wait for the fire truck to come. Here comes the fire truck, and you can just see how language builds an excitement and dialogue back and forth. Okay, let's take the water and put it out. Okay, now we'll climb up the ladder and go get the puppy from the top. Okay, so much fun. So much fun. And you kind of let the children lead as well. And once you do that once with them, if you just step back, you'll see how they'll take those to things we can't even think about. They'll just take it to the next level. Children are just so amazing in that way. Aren't we having fun playing together? Yay. And then of course we have the hospital. So you can have your local hospital's name here. There's a pocket at the back that I put. And we have all of these, again, great medical professionals. I just want to point out, look what I did with this hair. These are all French knots. So great for teaching hand stitching skills. We'll go through some of this stuff next week, but just like, look how fun that is to touch and play. I've put some sparkle paste in here. And yeah, we've got all of the different things like a microscope. We have the little dogs, the worms. We even have a bandage if you hurt your knee. Of course, we have a dove as well. So just tons and tons of fun, endless fun in all of these felt panels. So this week, when you're getting yourself ready, you're going to want to make sure you have all of these supplies. You're going to just make sure you've gathered everything. If you want to get started, let me just move this out of the way. We'll go through this next week, but if you are just itching to get started, you say, I already have my panel and I would like to get started. One thing that I would suggest you do is cut this into like a manageable size. So I'll just cut it down here. So I have 3 sizes and we'll start with 1. I would back this whole panel with this light sewable fusible craft interfacing. So I would use that craft interfacing, sorry, not light. I have light here, but it's actually the craft level. Sorry, my apologies on that. I would back the whole thing with craft. Let me just grab it 1 second. Sorry, my apologies on that. This one is called Craft Extra Firm Fusible Interfacing. This is what I would back it with. I will have it here next week when we do this together. So I'm just kind of getting you ahead here, but this is the product that I would recommend. Always, if I was going to press on any kind of a felt, I always do a test section. So I would test it on the corner to start, but I have been using my Aliso iron. I usually press it on the back side with this on the back, and I just press it up and down, and it's been completely fine. You don't have to adhere it really much, and you actually don't even have to at all, but I would do that. And then I would roughly cut around each character or a couple of characters at once. So that would be like plenty to prepare if you wanted to back that and just cut them out. Do not put the back felting on it, because if we're going to do hand stitching, we're going to hide that behind. And I don't want to give away all of next week, but yes, so I would just cut these pieces down the line and back it with here. But we'll start that next week. You can roughly cut it and get all of your pieces set up. Even this is totally fine if you want to back it with that craft fusible interfacing. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't been able to tell yet, this is a deep passion of mine. And I just really want us to like spread the good news and the word. So if you are a shop and you are carrying this felt panel, please do share that below where your shop is. I'm so happy to lift your shop up. If you are sewing along with us, if you could share on social media and tag me. I'm Sew a Story almost everywhere except Instagram. I'm Sew a Story _Jennifer Long. And I would definitely like to repost and share. So all of the parts of the process, it's just so fun to kind of build community together. make sure you definitely do all the signups that you need to. Take advantage of the community around us, get inspired by others. I cannot wait to see what you create, because there's so many ways to take these felt characters and illustrations and projects and totes and little bags and turn them into even something different and more unique. So I can't wait to see what you create with all of these. It takes a village. Please like and subscribe to this video if you're enjoying this content. And if you do love what we are sharing at Sew a Story, we do have other places where we can connect deeper. So I have a pattern club. It's called Sew a Story Pattern Club, and you get 2 patterns every month, a quilt pattern and a craft pattern. You can find the link on the Sew a Story website or also here in the bio. And I have the Modern Ragdoll membership, which only opens a few times a year. It is a machine embroidery doll pattern membership where we learn all kinds of techniques every month for around each pattern. And the patterns that you can find inside the membership are exclusive to Sew a Story, and we own the copyright for those in the hoop doll making techniques. So it's very, very, very exciting. And there's also an exclusive doll maker shop inside of that membership. So there are patterns inside of there that you can't get anywhere else but inside the membership. So I hope I can, if you have an embroidery machine and you ever thought about making a doll, that's the place you'll want to be. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please tune in, subscribe, get notifications so you can see when these videos come out. And I'll see you again here next week for all of the fun. I think it's actually my favorite week next week. So I'll see you here next week, and I can't wait to see what you create. Bye for now.